Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Euthermal and Petit Drogo on Dusk Towers. In the top side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player representing my insanity and the nation of France. It is Petit Drogo. And in the bottom side of the map, we have the red Terran player representing AT Gaming. It is Euthermal. So a PvT between two of the better players on my channel, I'd have to say. Two of the better foreigners. Petit Drogo has just been crushing people as Protoss in the last month or so. Euthermal too, killing it from the Terran perspective. So I'm very excited to bring you this game today. PvT, going for a gateway opening here. Is Petit Drogo not going for a Nexus first, as he has sometimes wanted to do on this map, but I think he's worried about Reapers, which is probably a good thing because Euthermal seems to be looking like he's preparing for Reapers. Either that or Marines. One of the two are possible, but he shouldn't skip either of those because the depths are so good. That's kind of where the meta is right now. All races have some pretty good ability to harass, so nobody can really skip early harass defense. And is he going for, I was going to say, yeah, he is saving up for that Nexus. Not getting any workers in gas yet. I'm not sure. Petit Drogo, is that a mistake? No, he's actually just putting workers into the gas as they come out. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. The probe does get inside here. Might be able to kill this SCV, but no. SCV finishes the barracks and goes into a reactor, which means Marines or possibly double pumping Reapers. But in this matchup, it means Marines. Something that Terran players have figured out is that if they put Marines at the top of the ramp here, the Adept that tries to come in will take some pretty heavy shots from those Marines if there are 4 to 5 of them, and can actually shoo the Adepts away. So that might be something that Euthermal is trying to do here. Gonna fully wall off anyway, just to make sure the Adepts can't get on the inside. SCV checking, yes, there is a Nexus, and on the way is going to be a Cybernetics core. There it is, just wrapping up now, warping in. That beautiful warp in animation. Alright, story time from Falcon Paladin. When I first heard that StarCraft 2 was coming out, my head exploded. I was so excited. I was still playing Brood War at that point. I was still playing against computers, mostly because the ladder was a huge mess by that time. But I was watching pro players. I was getting replays from stuff that was still going on in South Korea, and I was just so excited. I loved Brood War. And then StarCraft 2, I was like, no way, I thought I would never see the day. It's been 10 years. Are you serious? And then the first gameplay video started coming out, and the first screenshots, and I said, you know, at first glance, this doesn't look super impressive. But then I repented. I looked closer, and man, the level of detail here, you have the lights, you have little curved surfaces here on the orbital command. This is some amazing 3D modeling that sometimes we don't get because we're zoomed way out here, right? But man, just appreciate how nice this game is. It's 5 years old. It still looks pretty darn good in my personal estimation. And just the tiny, tiny little animation details. Even the Marines walking with their legs pumping and they're holding their rifles. Let's put these guys on follow. And zoom in on them like hoop, 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 hoop. I like it. Just the little stuff that makes me smile. So here come the Marines. Let's follow those guys again. Are they being aggressive? Okay, they were. And then he scans and he sees that a Twilight Council and 2 gateways, and we're getting resonating glaives, increasing the attack speed of Adepts by 45%. What was he looking for? I think he was looking for an opening where his Marines would do a lot of damage, and that I think would be if Petit Drogo went for a Stargate opening. If it was Oracle, if it was Phoenix or Void Ray or something, the Marines could have done a ton of work, but it was more standard play. We're absolutely going for Adepts. There is an Adept here on the high ground. Mothership core here, ready to do some photon overcharges, and the Adepts are going to hit extra hard in just a few seconds here. So I think Euthermal recognized that's not the place for me. I'm going to head back on home and defend over here from drops because there's a warp prism coming my way. Cyclone? Oh, maybe that's what that was. Maybe he saw the robotics facility and the warp prism coming out. Cyclone using the lock-on ability. Oh no, look at this play from Euthermal. Oh, he's going to try to get the warp prism. The Adepts are trying to kill it first. Can we? No! Holy smokes. What a play from Euthermal. Is he going to lose the Cyclone though? Oh, the Cyclone dies though. Trying to come up here for reasons unknown. Anyway, what a play. Oh man, so he saw the warp prism coming out. He brought the Marines home to defend against it in case it did make it to his base, but he also shunted a Cyclone out on the attack path, the flight path of that Warp Prism to try and kill it with the lock-on ability, and he succeeded. What a boss. What a boss there by Euthermal. Alright, Adepts cannot get through here. There is a tank here especially. Not good for you guys at all. Doing extra damage versus armored, which is what Adepts are not. They are not armored. They come with 1 armor when they're made, but they are light biological units, which means they don't take that extra damage. Observer rolls on in, sees exactly what he's dealing with. Oh, there's tank production, there is Liberator production, there are additional barracks, very standard play indeed, and a 3rd Nexus from Petit Drogo. So he says, alright, I know what I can do to make myself feel better. I'm going to make a 3rd Nexus. Meanwhile, replacement Warp Prism flying right on in to this natural base. And Marines though, what? Marines and a Viking. Oh, the Marines do end up falling, but so does the Warp Prism. Tank, Marine combination, really good against these particular Adepts. They're just trying to kill as many workers as they can. They're up to 6, they're up to 7, and they psionic transfer away into the main base to kill even more workers here. Oh no, Euthermal. As the Adepts finally get cleaned up, but not before losing 13 workers. 13 SEVs have been lost to 4 Adepts and 2 Warp Prisms. Resources lost, 1,000 minerals, 150 gas lost for Euthermal. Petit Drogo, 900 minerals, 100 gas lost. So, yeah. Excellent play there indeed. Is there Liberator harass up here too? Did get 2 probe kills, but a good pull by Petit Drogo. And a Phoenix going to kill this thing. It is! Oh, Liberator does not run away. Gets another kill though, which maybe was the intent all along. Liberator from the left side, number 2. We will call her Liberator B, because it's the 2nd letter in the alphabet. +1 attack and armor coming up for Petit Drogo. Euthermal's getting a +1, just +1, no armor yet. Getting stim and combat shield though, so he knows what he needs to succeed here. Phoenix patrolling back and forth. Do they honestly not see that? Seriously, don't see that Liberator. Wow, it's right there. Okay. Nope, don't see it. Marines on the different attack paths from Petit Drogo's base. APM for these players right now, 387 for Euthermal. Petit Drogo 250, which is still super good, 400-ish at the current moment. Just patrolling back and forth. Phoenix very peacefully. 4th base on the way for Petit Drogo. And a 4th command center, maybe? No, Euthermal's not going for a 4th CC right now. Grind weapons level 1 and armor level 1 just about to finish, along with combat shield. So many medevacs, 112 to 107 total supply. 52 to 68 harvesters. Petit Drogo, he is using Chrono Boost like a boss, getting those workers continuously making probes, perfectly saturating his bases. Little oversaturated here, but that's okay. This Nexus will be done soon. That's a-okay. It's actually a good strategy to kind of oversaturate a couple of your bases if you know you have a new base coming up, so this is instantly saturated instead of having to wait. 3rd base is up for Euthermal, but man, 3 to 4 is a tough job. And catch it! Catch the Liberator! No! What? They didn't... How to... Alright, Liberator sets on up, but now the Phoenix show up. 1 kill, 2 kills. And again, for some reason, Euthermal does nothing to try to save his Liberator. Just accepts the death of Phoenix. I mean, I think for sure the Liberator was dead anyway, but going into anti-air mode at least lets you get some shots off on these Phoenix and bring them down in health. Maybe kill one of them? I don't know. Is that a Colossus? Petit Drogo, are you making Colossus in a Legacy of the Void game? Is that what this is? That's what this is. Holy smokes. Alright, so that's what we have. A Colossus, along with Zealots and Stalkers and Sentries and some Adepts. Is this like a Wings of Liberty strategy, man? Alright, we'll see if it works out, though. Extended Thermal Lance just about finished. Here for Petit Drogo. He has the upgrades. The +1/+1 attack, but no armor for Euthermal. And here's the positioning. Coming from the top side, committing, and going for it. Yes, he is. The Colossus gets a couple shots off. They kill the Widowmine. Take some shots, though, from the tanks. Back on out. Archon's morphing in. He really would like to have those. The Phoenix can't die either here, though. SCV patrolling back and forth. I don't know what that guy's for exactly right now, but again, the attention is probably elsewhere for Euthermal. It's 166 to 167 total supply. Again, the income. No, Euthermal caught up. 65 to 68. How did that happen? Euthermal kept making workers, I guess. So many Colossus. What is going on? So many Colossus. 4th command center on the way for Euthermal. Ground weapons level 2 and armor level 2 now completing for Petit Drogo. He must be chrono boosting that. Is he chrono boosting that? He was. He was indeed. There it is. And charge, just about to finish 2 here. I do love this game heart. So people ask me, how come you don't have this all the time? It's because if the game wasn't played in the game heart version of a map, then the replay doesn't have that information. So it's not something I can turn on when casting replays all the time. It has to be, the game has to be played in the game heart version. So if you want to send me a replay for Into the Void or Mid-Rank Madness, and you want to have that cool stuff, play it on the game heart version of the map. Just search game heart in your custom game you're going to play, or if it's a ladder game, I guess you can't really do that, which is unfortunate, but if you're playing custom, you can. So meanwhile, here comes Petit Drogo. There are 2 defender mode circles here. Zealots trying to sneak through, but no way, Jose. That gets sniffed out immediately and evaporated here. Tanks getting shots off, coming through this narrow choke. Maybe not the greatest idea, but going for it anyway. Guardian Shield is up here. Archon in the front trying to tear through some stuff is still alive. This is a lot of Zealots, and the Colossus with their extended range doing fairly well too here. Stalker count low. Can't really deal with those Liberators super well. Petit Drogo backs on out. 4th base is landing for Euthermal. And I think the longer this goes, the more it benefits Euthermal. Up 184 to 161. Total supply here. Archon with 1 kill. Where's your friend, Archon? Nope. Nope. This guy. 1 kill. Seriously? Archon's only had 1 kill there? That's weird. I thought for sure they had more than that. Anyway, Petit Drogo is going for Storm, going for +3, a +3 Tempest. On the way too, to deal with those Liberators. I like the choice. I like the lifestyle. Getting advanced ballistics to increase the range of the circle that can be protected by Liberators. Some harassment from the high ground. Nope, losing 2 Stalkers, 2 blinking on out of there. Just kind of dancing is Petit Drogo. Euthermal is maxed out. Petit Drogo at 179 total supply. Blinking forward with the Stalkers, killing a Liberator, which is good. But I just think Euthermal might have this. Storm's just about to finish. I think Petit Drogo might be waiting for +3 to really crush on in here. And taking another base too. Petit Drogo, man, staying 1 base ahead of that Terran player. Blinking forward again. But the army concaving from all sides here from Euthermal. Storms, though, on top of the bio on the left side and the center section here. Another Storm. Good blankets. All that's left, however, are the Colossus and a few Stalkers. Some Stalkers up here as well trying to make it happen. But no, Petit Drogo can't quite break the Terran defense. Archon's evaporating. And Liberator's dying too. No, coming back for round 2. Taking out another Liberator. This guy very, very low on health. I'm not sure Petit Drogo recognizes this. But he has a Tempest coming here too. Okay, so now that he has Tempest, maybe that was just kind of whittled down Euthermal's army. He is actually ahead 145 to 141 total supply. Army supply looks like it definitely benefits our Protoss player right now as far as cost is concerned. And his upgrades are definitely better. Is he still +1/+1 for Euthermal? That's a little surprising. I would have thought for sure he'd have +2/+2 by now, but maybe he's been too busy macroing and too busy defending against the army intent on killing him. Give him a break, Falcon Paladin. Jeez. Yeah, Falcon Paladin, why are you such a jerk? Alright, so Tempest count is 1. 1 Tempest. No more in production here. I'd like to have maybe 2 or 3 to deal with these Liberators. The range is nice. That's exactly what they're here for, but... Wow, I forgot how far that range is. Look at that thing. 15? That's insane. Alright, so trying to repair. Trying to repair here. More Liberators in production for Euthermal. Actually pulling a lot of SCVs off the line just to sit here around this Liberator. Is that a Cyclone maybe? Something got exploded there. Nope, not a Cyclone because one already died. Euthermal, I'm not sure you can repair your way through this. Just kind of dancing. It's Petit Drogo trying to make something happen here. Boom. Boom. Are the SCVs just going to leave it for dead? Nope, they're coming back. This is so weird. I don't know what is happening here exactly. Euthermal's getting Vikings, though. So Vikings might be the answer to these annoying Tempests. And actually should take care of the Colossus, too. I'm surprised Viking production didn't start a while ago. Pick up and a boost out for Euthermal. Going to try to sneak out here. While Petit Drogo's attention is focused elsewhere. But nope. No way, Jose, says Petit Drogo. I'm bringing my whole army. Okay, maybe a few Zealots and Stalkers to deal with this drop. So here they go, landing on in here. Stalker, Zealot, enough to clean this up? I think so. Yeah, picking up, boosting on out, blinking forward, trying to catch one of the medevacs. No, but they kill a Marine. Couple Marines there. Army, still at the front door. Fifth base for Euthermal on the way, and a landing. Zealot might get a shot off before it dies. Yep, one hack off, and that's it. But good scout, good scouting. Recognize that 5th base. At least Petit Drogo knows what's going on here. Medevac's trying to come on in, trying to be all sneaky. Go for round 2. Petit Drogo avoiding the Liberators, but there are more Liberators. He needs more Tempest. Is he going for it? He is. He's running right on in here. Colossus doing a lot of damage. Storms 2 Archons from the left side. Vikings, however, sniping down the Colossus fairly quickly. Liberators in anti-air mode 2. Immortals trying to find targets to hit, being stutter-stepped backward and kited by those enemy units here. And that's it. A GG from Euthermal. Euthermal's defeated. Petit Drogo's victorious, and Euthermal has left the game. Well, I mean, okay, let's take a look here. Units tab. What did Euthermal have left? 3 Vikings, a Liberator, 9 Marauders, and 12 Marines. Okay. All right. I mean, yeah. I guess Petit Drogo did have a bunch of untouched, pristine bases he was mining from. The army here for Petit Drogo likely would have been able to kill this base fairly easily, these 2 command centers, and taken this one out as well, and that would have been pretty much it for Euthermal. I think he tapped a little bit early, though. I really do. Yeah, I guess a lot of Immortals on the ground. The Colossus were in danger of dying to the Viking and the Liberator, though. A Liberator exploding in mid-frame here. The Archons really doing a lot of work. The Tempest, or the Templar too, with those storms really weakening up those bio units. Upgrades, a little disappointing from our friend Euthermal as well. So I think what it came down to is just good positioning from Petit Drogo. Didn't really overcommit until he was ready to go. He defended against that drop very, very easily. Swung around here, forced the defender mode circles up on this high ground, and then came down here to attack while these Liberators were distracted with an imminent attack on the 5th. So good positioning. Petit Drogo, man, playing it well. Just doing super well here, especially in this PvT today against Euthermal, who is no slouch of a player himself. So well played by Petit Drogo, well played by Euthermal, but Protoss gets the win today. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. If you have a chance, please visit my store. There is a link in the description. You can get some really cool shirts representing Protoss and Terran. We're actually looking for a saying for the Terran Game of Thrones shirt. We have some good sayings for the Protoss and Zerg versions of the Game of Thrones tee, but not for the Terran. So if you could think of a memorable saying from the Terran race, maybe something from Raynor, or like Raynor. The problem is the number of really good role models from Terran. But anyway, that's about it. So again, hit the link there. Check it out for me. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.